It's Michael Bublé on Heart Breakfast. 8:15. We are live from Warner Brothers Studio Tour London, the making of Harry Potter, which opens this Saturday. There are some truly terrifying things here at the film set. Voldemort, there's an enormous Aragog, the spider, about 18 foot wide. But the most terrifying thing of all, as you arrive, there is an enormous picture of a 12-year-old Tom Felton, a.k.a. Draco Malfoy, that greets you. And he's here with us now.
Bless you, sir. Thank you very much. What an introduction.
What's it like being back in the Great Hall,
Slightly
Tom?
strange. I confess I didn't envision us doing this anytime soon.
Have you ever listened to Michael Bublé in the Great Hall?
Never. That's a first one. That's quite an enjoyable experience, I must say. Yeah. No, it's strange to be back, but really good, mate. Really, really nice to be here.
It's a pleasure to have you with us. We've got so much to talk about here on Heart Breakfast this morning. We'll have a big chat with Tom a little bit later on. He'll be taking us around the studio. Also, we got music from Natalie Imbruglia on the way, some Katy Perry as well, and Joanne will have all your latest travel for London next. It's past 8. You're listening to Heart Breakfast. We are live from the Warner Brothers Studio Tour London, the making of Harry Potter. If you have ever wanted to wander down the cobbles of Diagon Alley, or perhaps peer through the windows of number 4 Privet Drive, this is where you need to come to. It really is an extraordinary place. And I guess, Tom Felton, it must be strange for you to come back here, right?
It is a little strange. It's kind of a excuse me, a home of many.
Are you going to cry?
A little bit. I'm getting. You know what? Yesterday I could have. When I walked through the doors of the Great Hall, I could have very easily just sobbed my heart out, but I held it back in tears of happiness, of course. But
not here again.
Oh God, yeah, no, take me away. No. You know, it's this actually the Great Hall especially is a house of many a happy memory for us all. So great to be back.
And what we're this is the actual benches,
This is it, mate.
the tables.
You are probably sitting where Harry Potter himself once sat.
Kidding me?
Possibly, yeah. I don't know that for a fact.
Have you done some graffiti? Is there a DF somewhere? DM even?
DM. I can assure you, we did do some graffiti on the tables, and I can't imagine they would have kept our ones around because it was more or less just an entire wall of graffiti. So yeah, they actually at the beginning they actually encouraged us to do graffiti on the tables, but by the end of the third film, they stopped that one.
They were like, enough now.
Because of us, yeah.
Now we have been asking people to give us a call, really, if they want questions for you. Nicole has done just that. Morning, Nicole.
Morning.
Hi, thanks for calling us up. You got a question for Tom?
Hi, Nicole.
Hi.
Hey.
Oh my God, I can't believe I'm actually speaking to you.
Oh, bless your heart.
actually him,
my
isn't
question is, what's the most embarrassing thing that happened during filming Harry Potter for you?
Oh, wow. Well, most embarrassing, that's a tricky one. There was many to choose from, Nicole. I suppose I can think of one where, very embarrassingly, I left my phone not on silent on the seat. And you can imagine Dumbledore wasn't too happy about that.
Wow. And do you know that the impression I get just from coming here to visit is that there's so much time and effort has gone into preparing the sets and the scenes, and for a time waster like you to just let your phone go off.
We actually got red cards given out for phones, and needless to say, I got a few red cards over the years. So yeah,
I can't believe it was allowed on set.
It was very embarrassing for that one. Yeah, needless to say, I learned my lesson the hard way. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting all strict on you now.
Yes.
If you've got a question for Tom, do give us a call this morning, 0845 605 1062. We'll have more from Tom in just a bit. The time now is 26 minutes past 8. Joanne's next with all your travel.
Win 46,009.
On Heart Breakfast with Jamie Theakston and Harriet Scott, it's 20 to 9. We're here live at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour London, the making of Harry Potter, and we've been here all morning, here in the Great Hall, which actually, I have to say, is now suddenly deserted. Jamie, where are you?
Well, this is about as close as I'm going to get to actually being in a Harry Potter film, as I am just taking a stroll down Diagon Alley with Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy in the films.
Who would have thought it?
If I was to be a Harry Potter character, who do you think it would be you could choose?
Are you going to be insulted if I call you a Death Eater or someone from the dark side?
Okay, we'll park that up for the time being. We are outside Gringotts Bank. Is exactly where we are.
This is it.
at the moment, and as we walk up here on our left, there's Ollivanders.
This is Ollivanders. I mean, this is exactly how it was, obviously, from the first film right up to the end. So, yeah, we have Gringotts Bank at the sort of bottom of the street, and Ollivanders basically next to it. This is where Harry got his first wand, etc. So it's a very cool shop. Lots of history in there.
I tell you what's amazing for me is that it really is a kind of celebration of the kind of the effort that goes into the making of these films in terms of the art direction and the set design. It is
completely. I mean, in a film you only get a chance to see these things for a few seconds, but when people get a chance to look around, you'll see the amount of detail that has gone into these shop windows. I mean, look at all that stuff. It never gets seen in the film, and it's great for fans to get the chance to come and have a look at it.
Sure. And what about you? What are your kind of memories of Diagon Alley? Was it?
I mean, it was always good time. They usually had this bustling with, hundreds and hundreds of extras all wearing the most bizarre outfits you could possibly imagine. So never a dull moment down Diagon Alley, that's for sure.
Which is your favourite shop on Diagon?
I'm a fan of Flourish and Blots. From Chamber of Secrets, we had Gilderoy Lockhart in here signing his books, and it's one of the first scenes that I got to do with Jason Isaacs, who plays my dad. So this is a very cool shop. However, it's very hard to ignore the Weasley's Wizard Emporium. I mean, it's not something that I was ever welcomed in the films inside the shop, but it's nice now that I get a chance to have a full nosy around. I mean, you can see some of the stuff in the window. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, it's brilliant. It's a lot of fun. I tell you what, H, we're going to try and find our way back now to the hall. Do you know which way we're going?
Follow you?
You've got no idea.
Okay, we're a little bit lost. We'll hand back to you, H.
Diagon Alley, I have to say, if you do get the chance to come here, is so truly impressive, as you can hear. I am here alone in the Great Hall because even Joanne has deserted me. I think she's gone to find another broomstick. She is coming with the very latest travel news next on Heart Breakfast.
That's what Joanne's about to take on board. Joanne, before you do your travel live from a broomstick, Tom's going to give you a couple of hints as to the best way of riding.
Well, I mean, all I can say is head down,
and
fly straight.
And my hands further up the broomstick. I don't know what to do.
Make sure you get a good grip, nice and high up there.
So this broomstick action is addictive. I'm going to take up Quidditch.
It's not quite as comfy as it looks. So am I right in saying that?
Yeah, the seats are a little small.
All right, Joanne, get on with it.
Sorry, right. I am actually doing this live on the broomstick. So the M20 is closed, heading out of town at the M25 junction. It's all because a lorry was on fire earlier. I'm going around quite a sharp corner now. And there are queues back to the A20, and it's also causing delays on the M25 clockwise from before junction 2 at the A2. In fact, almost back to the Dartford Tunnel. Very busy on the North Circular Road westbound to the 4th Street Tunnel after a car broke down earlier. Now all the lanes are back open, but it's hardly moving at all. I'm currently on this broomstick flying over the Thames. Wow. Long queues heading north towards the Rotherhithe Tunnel. Still down to a problem with the traffic lights on the A13. And minor delays on Docklands Eye Road between Poplar and Canning Town. It's 8:47.
I have to say, that's arguably some of the most hammy broomstick acting I think I've ever,
love it, though.
ever witnessed.
Staying here.
Tom, I can only apologise.
I think you did rather well.
Joanne, I want you to park that broomstick of yours right back in here to do the travel before the end of the show. Is that okay?
Stay here, please.
8:48 on Heart Breakfast. Here's Starship. You're listening to Heart Breakfast with Jamie and Harriet, live from the Grand Hall here at the Warner Brothers Studio Tour London, the making of Harry Potter. Fans can now feel exactly what it is like to walk in Harry's shoes. Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy, joins us this morning. We have had so many calls this morning.
Hannah's on the line. Morning, Hannah.
Hi, Jamie. Hi, Harriet. Hi, Tom.
Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah. What's your question for Tom?
My question is, Draco Malfoy was a Slytherin, but if you as Tom were sorted, what house would you be sorted into and why?
Oh, Hannah, that's a very easy question for me to answer. I would hands down be a Slytherin. It buys you a bit of room for error that way. What about yourself, Hannah? You sound like a bit of a Gryffindor, am I right?
I think I would be a Gryffindor, yeah.
Oh,
I've got the
bless your
scarf
heart.
and everything.
Well, nice to hear from you, Hannah. Thanks for your question.
Joanne, you're a Gryffindor as well, in the Gryffindor cloak this morning.
Do you think
I
they'll
noticed.
let me take this home?
No, I doubt that. No, because it is a costume from the Harry Potter movies.
I love it. It's so comfy.
I'm sorry, yeah.
You're listening to Heart Breakfast. We are here live in the Great Hall. This is so exciting to be surrounded by so much movie history. And here with Tom Felton as well. Let's play you Coldplay right now.
Hall at Hogwarts has hosted abundant feasts, the Yule Ball, even the odd jewel or two today. It's hosted Heart Breakfast. Who'd have thought it?
Our studio is going to seem a little cramped and dull after this tomorrow morning.
It's been a real pleasure. Tom Felton, who plays Draco Malfoy in the films, has been our host this morning. Thank you so much for coming on.
Not at all. Real pleasure to have you guys here, and I hope you had a good time.
Yeah, we've had an amazing time.
Don't forget that just before 10 today, our big money competition, Who's on Heart, returns. You could scoop that amazing jackpot of £46,900 with Toby from 10.
And also tomorrow, when we will be back in the studio, we will have the very last family ticket for you to win. Amazing things that we've seen here today. And Tom, am I right in saying you're going to be here on Saturday
I'll be there.
as well?
I look forward to seeing that family.
Come and seek out Tom. So that's tomorrow morning on Heart Breakfast. Joanne is up next with the very latest travel news. We'll see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Right now, it's 8:56.